bet.
That's what I'm just, well, stop, Trump stood up to me.
Can you see me?
I haven't got,
Hi, everybody. It says I'm live. How do you like that?
okay, let me get there.
Are you there? I'm talking to Marla over here. Can you tell I'm in a different place? I am in Fly Lady Central.
Yay.
I'm going to be dragging you in here in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Guess what, guys? Hi, Catherine. Barbara's good. They're all here. Here you come. Come on in, ladies. Look at you already. You're trained. You already send me love. You know I need love. I'm needy that way. They send me the hearts. Hi, Catherine. Another Catherine, and Donna's here. Fawn. Hey, guys. All my girls. I'm really excited about today because today what we are talking about is we're talking about the sprint still, because we have 3,000 people in the sprint, 3,000, which is exciting. And so this is also going to be going on to YouTube. It'll be on Fly Ladies playlist. It'll be on Saving Dinners playlist. And also, what's new, we're taking the sprint videos, because I'm doing a sprint video. Oh, Trisha loves her book. She got it. Yay. Hi, Brenda. Here come the Brendas. So we have the sprint videos that I'm doing in the sprint group are also going to be going on YouTube, so people who are not on can see that. So that's a cool thing, right? Hi, Diane. Yay. Look at all you fine people.
I feel like we're in romper room.
We are in romper room, exactly. Yes, hello, we are powerful. I like it when people say that. And you know what today's quote is? Today's quote is the Jack LaLanne quote, and I don't have it with me. I didn't bring it because I'm all to go. So if you remember what the Jack LaLanne quote is, it was about how if you don't use your body, you'll lose it. And that is the one thing. And I just, again, back to that whole thing of last week's quote, you can be pitiful or you can be powerful, but you can't be both. So use your body as powerful women that you are. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you're sitting in a wheelchair, and I've had a couple of people who say, hey, I'm in a wheelchair. And I said, and hey, here you go. Here's some exercises for you. Here's some things that you can do to move your body. If you're limited, you can still move. You know, if it's your eyelashes, you can still move. If we have breath in us, we have something that we can do. Okay? It's a matter of honoring your body. It's a matter of wanting to be the best that we can be. That's why we're doing the sprint. We're getting rid of the inflammation, aren't we?
I feel like I melted overnight.
I know you did. I can tell. I mean, I walked in and I said, your face looks good. First thing I said, your face looks good. So while Marla has bagged up her scale, I did not, which I think is a good contrast. I lost 2 overnight. So, I see it right here in my jawline. I'm not as jowly as normal. So 2 overnight, I'm good with that. Now, of course, you know, when you're losing weight, this is always going to be, you know, when I do these kind of challenges and things, I'm always looking at inflammation and I'm looking at real weight loss, because, you know, who wants another crash diet, right? Who wants a crash diet? Janice said she lost 2.5. Yes. A lot of that is losing the inflammation. That's where we start. And then sometimes we get a little stalled and then all of a sudden, whoosh. That's what Marla's been doing. She's been whooshing. Okay. Oh, there's Marla. She's watching. It just now came up and said you're watching.
Well, I couldn't share from my phone to the big group. So.
And her tummy is already flatter today. Wow, Lucy, your sugar's just going down. I love it. Look at you guys. Romper room here and Mr. Rogers on Fly Lady. I love it too. Alrighty, guys. So Amber Hamblin is the big winner of the Saving Dinner book, which is great. We've got 2 more left. And you know me, I've got a whole slew of books. If you live in the United States, you are eligible for this. The way that you win a book, you share it. Because why? Sharing is caring. I'm going to bring Marla out here in just a second.
We'll raid my shelf too. We can raid.
Oh, we've got to raid your shelf? Oh my goodness, you have a few books. Mm-hmm. Where's your Saving Dinner books?
They're probably in the kitchen.
They better be in the kitchen. Okay. Just feel it. Yeah, you feel like you're melting? You are melting. This is a hot melt. You know, we had a little pushback on, oh, you're doing keto. It's so fatty. It's so this. It's so that. I want to tell you something. The only way I ever do anything is if I read the science. If I read the science and I see that there is something behind it, I will dig and I will dig and I will dig. There's a lot I saw about the keto diet that I just absolutely hated, and I said it's completely inflammatory. But the science, the melting part, and about switching from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, now that makes sense. And that's why we came up with our own hot melt diet. And then from there, I created the Hot Melt Sprint because I want people to see what this is all about. I want you to see what it's like without all the inflammatory stuff. And then when we do the Hot Melt diet, I throw in a couple of really fun things. You got the bacon, you got the cheese, but we keep it simple. We're always, always, always going to be looking at how do we make things nutrient dense? How do we make things less inflammatory? And, that's what we want to do. So Sylvia says, I couldn't believe my tummy already shrunk down when I woke up this morning. So important, read the science. Yes, it is. It is important to read the science. Beck, I appreciate that coming from you. I know I believe in RN, you said. Yes, they did. You're right. And Lucy's saying in the 20s, they used keto diets to help with epilepsy. They did. And what they've done further from there, they kept doing the science, and they found that there's a lot of evidence to show that being a fat burner versus being a sugar burner helps with all kinds of chronic problems and disease. So that's really exciting, and I think we need to be excited about it. Catherine said her thighs are smaller. One day and she's got smaller thighs, people. It's a miracle.
It's melting.
She's melting. So if you've printed out your Hot Melt Sprint, I hope you have. This is Marla's copy. This is what you need to do. And because I see some questions that are saying to me very obviously, hey, I copied off the Sprint, but I certainly haven't read it. So, and you know who I'm talking to. Please read it. Please read through it. All the questions are answered there. And if you need clarification, I'm here for you on that. Fawn's already done 2 4-minute workouts. Marla and I are going to do ours pretty soon. And I might even I'm going to talk about that I left all my notes at home for what I was going to talk about in the sprint, because I want to talk about oxygen. And I will do that tomorrow because my notes are important. But today, what I'm going to talk about in the sprint group, and we go immediately after that, but in the sprint group, I'm going to be talking about the importance of movement and what it does for you. I see a pound lost, this, that, and the other thing. Margaret, she says she's read it, but she didn't print it. Margaret, you're missing out. Okay, let's just real quick, and then I'm done with this discussion. When you get this for free, my only ask from you is that you just 100% embrace it. To me, embracing something and saying I'm all in, I'm doing this, is printing it out, going through, underlining it, highlighting it, asking questions that are intelligent questions, and getting clarification on anything that's just not there. But this is the thing. Yeah, there you go. Catherine said she's read it many times and referenced it 5 times a day for me and hubby. You know what that does? It reinforces it. Then it becomes your program.
Flips the switch.
There you go. There's another flip switcher. And it takes 10 minutes to read, right? Because I'm an entertaining writer. So there you have it. Okay, don't forget. And Amber, please send in. Go to send support savingdinner.com. Please send me your address so I can send you the book. You won, Amber Hamblin. You are a winner. And Q&A is this Friday. Don't forget, it's this Friday. Send those questions into support@savingdinner.com. Catherine's saying we own it. Okay, supplements. I'm going to just tell you about the supplements right now. I put in a huge supplement order yesterday. My supplement people have just switched to a new distribution methodology. And last night I was on the phone with Todd. He's my guy who helps me with everything. And I said, please tell me it's getting better. Because their old system, it was lickety split like that. But they have grown so big and they do such a good job. Their stuff is so good that they've had to get a bigger system. And every time you switch something, am I right? Every time you switch something to do something that's going to be better, there's always glitches. And we're in the glitch part. So please be patient with us. If you've ordered your supplements, I promise you they are on their way. You will see back orders on some of our things, but everything has been ordered. And as soon as it gets in, you will get an email. And I will tell you, we will make it worth your while. I'm going to throw you in a bone broth book that I have. Just know that I'm on your side, and I've been in business for 19 years. I'm not about to start ripping people off, okay? I just want you to know that. So if you've ordered supplements, my suggestion is that you do, because I'm going to teach you all about every single one of them. I'm going to break them all down and tell you why you take them and what they'll do for you, because if you look at my site, I don't have 900 supplements. I have select few. They're chosen for a very specific reason. If you could do it with food, I would have told you. Okay? So that's what this is all about. And again, we will get into that, and I will take you all the way through it. I'll take you through it on the sprint, and I'll show you everything about it that you need to know. Just know this. Every single supplement that is on my site is batch tested. That means that as the raw ingredients come in, those ingredients are tested, so you know that you're getting something good. Every once in a while, they'll send me an email and they'll say, Leanne, I'm sorry, but we don't have this because the last batch that came in didn't meet our standards. Aren't you glad to know that? Most supplement companies don't do this. This is pharmaceutical grade stuff. It's good stuff. It's clean stuff. It's organic. It's this, that, and the other thing. And I've been to their plant. I had to wear gloves and a mask and a hairnet and all of that. And I walked through the whole thing and saw how they did it. It's impressive. They take what they do seriously. And I take what I do seriously, so I want to make sure that I'm giving the best to you. So that's all I have to say about that. NutriCoach appointments, got them available. Go to NutriCoachSchool.com. You can get them. And don't forget, oopsies, if you're not using your little mini calendar to track everything, and I don't have mine written down because I don't want you to see it, but it's there, okay? We have 111 people here. I thought I would just mention that.
Oh, wow.
Now 113. But yes, this is how we get everything done. Do we have to eat all the food? Okay, that is a really good question, Jana, and I'm going to answer that. You don't have to eat all the food. A lot of people have been saying that is a ton of food. It's too much. Eat till you're full. This is the main thing. This is why you're fasting for 12 hours. The only reason I'm requiring you to fast for 12 hours is I want you to give your body the break that it needs. When we are in fasting mode, we're in repair mode. This is when our body is doing all the work. It's doing all the work, and especially when we're sleeping, and we're doing most of that, okay? That's number one. The second part is when we're in feasting mode, then we are getting in all the nutrition. But we don't eat until we're hungry. Isn't that an odd thing to say? Finally, right? You're always being told breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But it's not necessarily the most important meal of the day. You know what's the most important meal of the day? The one that you break your fast with. Okay? Interestingly, I did some research on breakfast. And breakfast was started by the Kellogg's people, essentially. They wanted to get people eating cornflakes. But isn't that totally the way it is always? That is always the way it is. You always have to look behind to see what's behind all that. Why are they saying that this is the most important meal of the day? There's somebody who wants to sell something. The same with the sugar, the same with everything has a reason. So right now, I'm telling you that you break in the olden days, when they were having breakfast, they were having leftovers from the night before. They were having leftovers from the night before, or they would have some bacon and some eggs from the farm, whatever. All of these, this is what they would have. And then the Kellogg's people were saying, this is the most important meal of the day. And here you go. Have your, start eating some grains. Let's fatten you up like some cattle. Let's look at that right there. So what I want to tell you is you break your fast, and that's why I call it the break, fast with the line in between, that's right, just like Catherine's doing. When you break your fast, it's when you're hungry. And it's not when you have the first little quakings of hungry. It's when you're feeling like true hunger. So many of us don't know what true hunger feels like anymore because we're eating, snacking, blah, 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 blah. So now that you are breaking your fast when you're hungry, you have an opportunity to space out your meals. You can get rid of the snacks and you can start to wait till you feel hunger again. So for Marla and I, I haven't broken my fast yet. She hasn't either. And I usually break mine right now with a smoothie. So I'm gonna have one of yours. And then we get rid of the hunger, and then we're gonna wait 4 to 5 hours, and guess what? Then there's dinner, and after that we're done. 2 meals, and that is, believe it or not, is how a lot of people. That's how Jack LaLanne ate. He would break his fast with a breakfast. He'd do his workouts, and then he'd skip lunch and he'd go to dinner. And he'd get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and start all over again. Shampoo, rinse, repeat. Yes, you can eat when you're hungry. Just don't give yourself a chance to really feel, I am truly hungry. Not just like, oh, my stomach rumbled, I guess I'll go eat. Our stomach rumbling doesn't mean necessarily that we're hungry. Our stomach rumbling just means like there's a little activity down there. Wait till you feel hunger. And then don't freak out if you feel hungry. And don't get yourself to the place where your blood sugar's crashing and you feel like you're going to pass out. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to feel true hunger. When you feel true hunger, eat. Have your things prepared. Make it so that your soup, all you have to do is heat it up on the stovetop and have some of that. I have been to the place where I've been hungry and I'll have my soup or I'll have a cup of bone broth while I'm making my food. And that kind of keeps the hungers at bay. But the other thing that I want to give you too, and here's the soup tips that I want to give you. First of all, if you saw today's video I believe it was in today's video in the email, for the sprint, that was if you're having such incredible hunger, and nobody's yet said that, but if you're having incredible hunger in between, you can have some bone broth. You can have a cup of plain bone broth. And if it's all made up into soup, fine, just have a little bit of soup. Just have a little bit of soup. It's super low calorie. It's just, lots of nutrients in there. With the bone broth, you don't really break your fast. With the soup, you kind of do. But I don't want you, again, in the starving place, okay? So if you have to, then do. And fine, you're good. You're training your body. You can't go from a couch potato to a marathoner in a week. So just listen to your body. Again, you are your own nutritional guru. You are. You own it. You know it. You know your body. I will tell you, Marla has told, I know exactly, because I know her so well, I know exactly what she can and she cannot do. And I adjust things accordingly. When they come over for dinner, when we're doing whatever, that's what I do. I do it for myself. That's what you need to do. So that's number one. The other thing is, if you want your soup to taste delicious, there are lots of variations you can do. Sprinkle a little cumin on there, put a little cayenne in there, and suddenly you've got Mexican soup. Put some oregano in there. If you want it to taste a little bit more like, I don't know, minestrone-like, dash of oregano, a dash of a little garlic powder. Add in just a teensy, if you have it, a little tomato paste, not ketchup, tomato paste that's in a tube. Add a tiny drop of that, just to put a little tomato in there. There you go. All of these things help to make it taste delicious and different. You could add curry in there if you want and have a curry soup. You can add sriracha. You can add Tabasco. You can do different things in it to make it taste different. I've even put a squeeze of lime in there before, and it's good. Fresh ground pepper. You could add a little pink Himalayan sea salt. That's my go-to salt, by the way. That's the one I like. By the way, sea salt these days has plastic in it, they're finding. So I don't recommend that anymore. I used to all the time. So that's all I have. I think, haven't I talked long enough? I think I have. And we need to get over to the sprint and talk about movement a little bit. Yes, turmeric is, Debbie's saying I like to add turmeric too. Turmeric is in curry. It's the thing that makes curry yellow, okay? And curcumin is the active component in there that is super anti-inflammatory. And by the way, we have a new product coming out called Infla Crusher that has amazing studies on it, and it works better than Advil. You just wait till you see this stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, that's everything that I have for you today. Becca says, never enough talking. Are you kidding me? I can keep going. I think I'm going to put...
That's all I can do to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, she's going to... Well, you're going to come help... What? You come over here. Come over here. Here comes Marla. Do I need to take this out? How do I put you in here? Look. You get 2 for the price of 1, you guys. Can I pull this out?
Yeah.
All right. Here she is.
Okay. We're live now.
We are.
People are complaining
About what?
that we're backwards.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Fix it.
I'm going to try to fix it.
Oh! Yay!
Yeah, there we have it. Might not be able to see. There we go. Now we're right. We're wrong here.
We're wrong. We're all wrong.
But we're right to everybody else.
I can listen to you and Marla all day. Okay. Well, we can talk all day. You know what we had a discussion about the other day? This was funny. We were talking about how we used to both get in trouble in class for talking.
I got paddled.
She got paddled. I did. And then I had my comeuppance when I had my radio show in Southern California, and I called out my teachers on the air. Hey, I'm getting paid for this. All right, listen, we are here. I hope we're inspiring, because you know what? We're not just talking about this, we're doing it with you. And we are both, this is the thing, we have missions, and we want to be here a long time. We want to be here a really long time. We can't do that if we're not taking care of ourselves.
We got to
Look
walk
at
the
your
walk
face,
and
Marla.
talk the talk.
I can't even.
I mean, lying in bed this morning before I woke up, right after I woke up, and I just kind of felt,
Yeah.
it's like my inside shrunk inside my skin last night. It was weird. It was really weird. I
It's
haven't
the
felt
inflammation. It's the inflammation.
And-
Just wait till next Monday. You're going to just not even know who you are.
I mean, I've been 2 weeks without salt. That's been sort of
Look at your rings, though. They're just flopping around.
craziness. And then the meal last night was just flavorful. I don't know how to say it any different, but it just hit all the senses.
Yeah, that's
All
the
the
idea.
senses. So
That's the idea. That's why we have the soup. That's why we have the salad. And we have the protein, because we've got the crunch with the salad. We've got the delicious comfort with the warm soup. And that bone broth is just divine.
oh, it's just
It's so good.
it's filling. Mm-hmm. And even if you just took a little ladle of it and put it in a cup and heated it up,
Oh, yeah.
for snacks. So yesterday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, I decided I was going to do my apple cider vinegar. I've never done that before, y'all. So I got me a cup, about 10 ounces of water, cold water, and I put 2 ice cubes in it and put 2 tablespoons. And it was a little bit tart, so I may only put 1.5 today. But wow.
Oh, it's so good.
And, you know, I thought I was hungry, but I wasn't ready to break my fast. And so I drank it. I sipped on it. I didn't gulp it down. I took it slow and easy, as if it were special.
Oh, yeah.
And then I waited an hour, and at 4 o'clock, I made my smoothie.
Wow. I love it. But look how long you went.
Yeah. Well, I usually go till 6, but I've been having issues going that long.
Yeah.
So I'm learning my body that I need to put a little nutrition in. But I've also learned that if I eat lunch at noon or if I eat breakfast at 10, I'm a slug the rest of the day. So I can't, breakfast doesn't energize me. It slows me down. Now, coffee, on the other hand,
Oh, heck yeah.
I gotta have my coffee, but the rest of it is just absolutely waiting till 4, or maybe even just 30 minutes before I go eat, putting a little something we're eating at home this week, so.
Yeah. Hot dog.
Robert had pizza last night, and I wasn't upset over that.
No.
I was not upset that he
flipped the switch on
I flipped the switch. I didn't have to have the pizza to take
a gold star. But you know what this is? You know what the thing? Okay, there it is. There you are, friends. You know what it is? There it is. But
that's our gold stars for the day.
And ladies, I want to talk about that, what you just said, because the thing about
I want people to see it.
I love it. The thing about it's not like you can never have pizza again,
right? Because we came up with a way to have pizza.
Oh heck yeah,
we were telling our guys about it, and they just said, "Eh."
Mark is just so we're in bed, laying in bed, and he goes, "So really, you and Marla want to take a perfectly good chicken, chop it up," and it was the most hysterical conversation. And I said, "Yes," and we're doing it, and he said, "Okay."
and I got, let me get it.
She's gonna go get something. So here's the thing, you guys. There is no deprivation here. We're just taking a little break right here and doing a sprint. And then that's number one. And then the second part that we need to, oh yes, what is that? Oh, pork rind crumbs. That's what went in the meatloaf. You haven't had that yet, have you?
I haven't had the meatloaf. I'm going to have more salmon tonight.
Delicious.
Because you did a double portion of salmon. And so this is pork rind crumbles that you would use like breadcrumbs.
For like meatballs, meatloaf.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're going to make a chicken crust, a chicken parm crust.
We are. You know what we should do?
What?
It'll be totally Lucy and Ethel in the kitchen, but we should just do it.
We should.
We'll do it in the kitchen, and you guys want to watch us make it? Why not, right?
Or we'll make a video, put it together,
and we'll
it
send
won't be so long.
It'll be
so long.
Oh, it'll be terrible. It'll be long. It will be long because we've never made it. So yeah, where do you think she got these?
It's Amazon.
Everything comes from Amazon.
I may not like Google, but I'm the Amazon queen.
She is. She bought avocados on Amazon. I mean, you could buy anything on Amazon.
Yeah.
If it's for sale, there it is.
Yep.
All right. So yes, we will. We are going to make this. No, I have not shared the meatloaf recipe. I will. It's a delicious meatloaf recipe. It's basically my own basic recipe that I've been using for years.
What I noticed last night, though, on the
salmon?
On the group, people were posting their pictures of their dinner, and some people they used eggs as the protein.
Yeah, that's fine.
On top of their spinach salad.
That looked delicious.
It was absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, and it's very French, by the way.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's poached eggs would be very French. When I was in France. And I did a cooking class in Lyon. That's one of the things. You did a frisee salad, and you put the eggs, you poached the eggs and put it on top, and and it just mixed in with the salad. It's delicious, believe it or not.
Well, it's kind of like a hollandaise dressing.
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I like to put that powdered lemon stuff
I'm gonna try that.
in my soft boiled eggs or in my over easy eggs.
All right, you have to give me a couple of those. I want to try that.
Yeah, that
sounds good.
So good.
Okay, we're gonna let you go, and we're gonna head over to the Sprint because that's how we roll.
This has already been shared on the Sprint. They're watching us.
Oh, they're watching us on the Sprint too. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so
fantastic.
Tell them what you want to say, and you won't have to go over there.
Okay, then I won't. All right, so here's what I'm going to talk about with the Sprint. I want to talk about that's my stomach. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm starting to feel I've been hungry since
I'm not hungry yet, so.
Well, I'm going to take one of your smoothies. The name of my chicken recipe is Marla and Leanne's Big Surprise. That's what it is. Because we have not made it yet.
No, we
haven't.
It's
coming to it's coming to a theater near you. Anyway, I just want to talk about this one thing about exercise because I've had a bunch of questions. And that is this. Again, it's from couch potato to suddenly doing something. Everybody's been asking me, well, how many sprints are you doing, Leanne? Well, Leanne's been doing sprints for about a month. Not sprints. What am I talking about?
Look at 132.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We brought them in.
We did.
What we're talking about here is we started about a month ago.
Yep.
And all we were doing was going up and down the stairs. When I started, we were doing 2 flights. Weren't we doing 2 flights each?
Yeah, at a time.
At a time. So a flight is going down once and going up once. So we did 1. No, you can't have pork rinds.
Not right now.
Not
Not
right
if
now.
you're doing the hot melt.
Not in the hot melt. Not in the hot.
But we got three and a half other weeks that we'll be doing
Totally.
other things that we can
Absolutely.
experiment and play with, and so that's why.
And believe me, we will.
Yeah,
we
we're
got
gonna have
a
some
lot of
fun.
stuff coming.
We're writing a book.
We are. We got a book going. So a flight is one flight down and 1 flight up. That counts as 1. So we did 2 of those. Then we went to 3. Then we went to 4. I just recently went to 5, and I've been doing 30 a day. And it sounds like a lot, and maybe it is, but I built up to that. Okay.
Now, with my weight, I'm carrying an extra 100 pounds. So I'm going to go at it a little slower.
You have to. You're
because-
listening to your body.
Because my knees hurt. When I did 20 a day, my knees kept me up all night. And
Nope.
then I had to go for the CBD oil on my knees, and that was like instantaneous help.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, for you, ideally would be to bring it down so you're not having that pain.
But I'm trying to do one every 15 minutes. So in
And
an
the
hour,
4-minute
that's 4.
exercise too.
Yeah, the 4. Yeah, but I do 1 minute.
So
Exercise.
this is the thing, and I want to talk about this. And again, this is for the sprint group, and obviously the Saving Dinner people are listening to this. But we're doing it all at one time. So this is what I want. This is what I want you to understand. The 4-minute exercise dumps nitric oxide. That's what it does. And the way to do it is to do it as vigorously and as fast as you possibly can. When you dump the nitric oxide, you give your muscles something to work with. And at our age, I'm just going to say it, women over the age of 50 or maybe
60?
even 60, we need all the help we can get because we're not easily building muscle as we should be. And when you're building muscle, you are not. That does not mean you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It means that you're going to be more efficient with your metabolism because muscle takes up more energy, burns more calories.
You don't
We
want to
want
be
that.
so sore that you can't do it tomorrow.
Exactly.
So you've got to listen to your body, be kind to yourself, work your way into it so that you're not hurting.
Exactly.
Because if it hurts you, you are not going to want to do it again.
Exactly.
It's just like if you wait 6 months to clean your bathroom. If you have to spend 4 hours cleaning your bathroom,
It's the same idea.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
And I want to also just address, this is why when you're following Fly Lady and you're following me, these 2 disciplines, if you will, of taking care of your body and taking care of your house, they straddle each other.
1-2 punch.
It is, exactly. Because it's the same principles. It's the same principle for your house as it is for your body. And all we're saying to you is that we want you to be around for a long time. You've got a mission too. You have a purpose too. I got all woo-woo on you yesterday. I'm not going to do that today. But it's the same thing. So if you are taking care of yourself and you're doing all these different things and you're understanding what this is doing for you, you're going to be more apt to embrace it and say, yeah, this is something I want for myself.
It's the ideal that flips the switch.
Flip the switch.
Flip the switch, because knowing what it's doing, there's my phone, never mind, ignore it. But knowing what's going on in our bodies and how it works. I mean, when she gave me the book, Why We Get Fat, all of a sudden I realized that I was keeping my insulin levels up all day long because we wrote the book on eating. That's the one thing we would change in our body clutter book is not eating 6 meals a day.
No.
But breaking your fast and eating a good dinner and then going till you break your fast again. That keeps your A1C down. Your doctor is going to be blown away.
Oh, I've had people already send in testimonials telling me, this is before the sprint, on the hot melt diet, just how their inflammation just like went way down. Their doctors couldn't believe it. And I will tell you, like with the fiber, with the apple cider vinegar and all the things that we're doing, all of this also brings down the bad cholesterol. You know, that it does. It has the science behind it. And I would just invite you to just take a look and start reading the science stuff behind all of it. We notate everything on the website. We're talking about the supplements, but apple cider vinegar, there's been so many studies done on this stuff. It's cheap. It's in your cabinet. Use it. I used to use it on my face. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still do every once in a while because it's a great exfoliator. There you go.
It's like witch hazel. It's something on just an
Except the
astringent.
acidic acid just kind of helps with the peelies on your face. It's fabulous.
There's Barbara. Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
I loved your picture last night of your eggs on your salad. That was wonderful.
Oh, that was Barbara. Okay, so Barbara's Bobby. Bobby, I get you. Yeah, it was delicious looking. That was very French, by the way. All right. Ladies, I think, wow, we have 147 people in here. How'd that happen? All right, I will share with you my meatloaf recipe later. I'm going to put some recipes together for you. Also, the garlic lime chicken recipe. It is right here in the Facebook group. I do a live with it. You can click on the button. You can get that recipe.
There's a video.
There is a video. The only thing that I want you to do, I don't mix ACV for my face. I just put it on straight.
With a cotton ball.
With a cotton ball. Yep. I wet the cotton ball. Put it on.
So have a bottle in your kitchen and a bottle in your bathroom.
I do. I fully do. I use it.
And you can clean your counters with it too.
Yeah, you could do anything with it. Use it in your hair. What was I saying? Oh,
Your meatloaf recipe.
so the recipe. The recipe is here in the right here in this Facebook group, and if you look through the videos, you'll find it. If you're doing the sprint, change out the chicken breast to chicken thighs because we need the fat. Okay?
Yep.
Boom shakalaka. Thanks, ladies, for joining us. And this, by the way, is for the sprinters as well. This was my after Facebook Live sprint video talking about that, making the variations with the soup and just some other miscellaneous things. Lucy, check it out. Just go, you know what? Google that or DuckDuckGo.
Go it. Duck it.
And I will give you the meatloaf recipe, I promise, because it's that good. Talk to you later.
Bye.